Need a car, need it bad, need something better than what you had. Not sure what you want or where to go. Well, there's one place that you need to know. SVG is the place for me, where you get superior value guaranteed.
Welcome to another episode of SVG Motors Weekly. Sit back and relax. Enjoy the show. This is absolutely the brain of our company, and hopefully we'll see them in here getting some work done. They're putting up the drywall now, but
wow!
Now we've got the business development center. This is part B of SVG Motors, and this is where everything happens. All the incoming sales calls come in, the email leads. When you see those chat sessions, we have a team in here, and they're awesome. That's Kaylee. She looks like she's on the phone. Kaylee, how you doing?
Great.
She's beautiful.
K-U-S-G-R-O-V.
Back here we got Brittany. Brittany, you busy?
I'm not.
Good to
Hi,
see you.
Brittany.
Hey. Let me try transferring.
Emily's on the phone. She's making deals.
Steve wanted us to call and
Bree?
and just
How's it going, Bree?
Hi.
I like your shirt.
I know. And we're trying to
We called each other today. This is Sydney.
Sydney.
Sydney. We call her Sydney.
Sydney.
Sydney, she's getting her work done. Sydney's excited. Sydney's excited because she's going to a Carrie Underwood concert tonight.
Wow, can I go with you?
The
She's my favorite.
Carrie Underwood, yeah, I can see why. and then, okay, here's the junior godfather right here.
Okay.
Gary. Let me introduce you. Sorry to interrupt. How you doing?
Fantastic.
Ron Garrett.
Nice to see you.
This is Ron Garrett. Gary, this is the gentleman that was kind enough to
I was
sell me
in
the Chevrolet
Greenville.
store. He was in
Greenville.
Greenfield.
Yes.
Greenville.
That's a nice store.
He was a Chevy dealer for almost 40 years.
Oh, is that all?
40 years.
Short term.
Short-term
I was
deal.
trying to decide if I was going to make it or not.
Yes, sir.
Finally got old and give up.
Gary,
I like this.
tell him what you do. Tell him what you do here.
What we're doing is we are trying to create additional traffic. We take care of customer questions down here. If a customer has a concern, we want to address that. We thank every person that comes out to the dealership for just giving us an opportunity. So the wonderful thing about the Business Development Center is we actually are the first line of communication for SVG.
And you're also following up with them.
That's it. That is correct, sir. You buy a car from us, we want to make sure everything's good.
That's great, because that's the toughest thing to get a salesman to do is follow up with the thing he just did.
That's correct. Yes, sir. Well, we don't want to have
He's
anybody
on to
left
the
out.
next one and doesn't follow up well enough sometimes on that other one.
That's
People
correct.
need to be thanked for their business.
That's correct. Absolutely, because we appreciate it.
Well, I got to tell you, Gary, you're doing a heck of a job.
Thank
and
you, sir.
And I'm
Thank
humbly grateful for the work that
Yep.
you're doing.
Gary, good to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir. Yeah.
And who's behind you back here?
Oh, this is Shannon.
Shannon, seen her before. On
Shannon, hey,
TV
it's good to see you.
commercials.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Are you making appointments?
Yes.
Are you chatting with customers?
Yes, right now.
We're going to come around here. Look, we got see-through walls.
Yeah.
That's Paul Mayo right there. Paul, how you doing?
Doing well, sir.
Paul is a multi-talented individual. He knows how to
Jack
sell.
of all trades.
Jack of all. He knows how to sell cars. He knows how to hang drywall. He's not much with electricity, so be careful. Don't cut yourself.
My father was an electrician.
So his father was an electrician. Well, who taught you how to sell cars?
You did.
He's good. He's good. That's good. And who's your partner in crime here?
That's Brandon.
Brandon, good to see you, man. So your job is to do what he says, huh?
Everything he says. Anything and everything.
I'll tell you what, we got a good team. We really do. All right, guys, here's the deal. Obviously, we got to plan this grand opening. I'm really, really excited about this, but I want it to go right. I mean, we got a lot going on here. I just got done talking to the contractors, and they're telling me that this building is going to be done, hopefully, by the middle of the first or second week of November. So I'm thinking that we do the grand opening, maybe just to be safe, the fourth week, maybe the Saturday after Thanksgiving.
Well, have you done a grand opening for the Greenville and Eaton locations?
Grand opening?
Grand openings, yeah.
No, we
No, we didn't. We did for Vandalia, but not for Greenville and Eaton.
Well, how about a month-long celebration leading up to the November 26th event here at Shoup Mill?
Like 3 weeks in a row or something, boom, 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 and this is the superstore or something
I
like
kind
that.
of like that idea.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
really like that idea. So
So-
we do Greenville first.
Yeah, Greenville first.
So we'll just call this Chevy.
Yeah. And
then,
Chrysler.
We'll call this Chrysler. And then we'll just say SVG over here, Motors.
Right,
So,
right.
So there's 3 events. And really, kind of what I'm thinking is maybe this is the finale, the big, big shebang is here, because it's not only the last of the 3, but it's also the biggest facility where we can house the most people and really kind of make this, to end the whole event. I don't want to dilute this. I don't want to dilute the big event by having some other ones, because I can see where customers might say, well, didn't they just have a grand opening last week? So how do we overcome that?
Well, we have the 26th being the big day of the Ohio State-Michigan game, so we'll have a big blast for that, big screen TVs, and have music, food,
Ohio
entertainment.
State, Michigan. Ooh, I love it. That's it.
Now, wait. But people aren't going to come if they're going to be watching the game.
Well, hey guys, can we televise the game? Can we televise the game?
We could get under the awning here at Shoup. We can get one of those big inflatable screens or whatever.
So you're thinking maybe big screens?
Big screen for the football fans, so they don't miss anything. If they come out, they can still watch the game.
Because there's no sense in fighting the game. We're never going to win that fight.
Right.
Ohio State is second only to God in Ohio. So now I think we need to get the city involved, right? Mm-hmm. We want to get the community involved, and maybe we can do like a ribbon cutting. What about the obviously the fire department, the police department, those guys, the public.
All the first responders.
First responders, yeah.
I got to share with you, I met a young man a couple of weeks ago, and from New Madison, Ohio, and he was in the Olympics just a few months ago down in Rio. He was in the 800 meters, and he got the bronze medal. And here's what's great. He's from right here in Dayton, and as a matter of fact, outside of Greenville, a small town called New Madison. So I got to meet him, and the town asked us to ride him in our Corvette through the parade in downtown New Madison, and it was amazing. I got to sit down with him, ask him some questions. I mean, when do you get to meet an Olympian, the 3rd fastest guy in the world? And talking to him, you'd never know it. He was so down to earth, humble, but here was the best part. We're driving through the small town of New Madison, and the people in the town, as I looked at their faces, they were clapping, there were tears. It moved me. It made me to be proud to be sitting next to this young man and to be a part of his achievements. It's just so amazing, and for him to be such a humble young man, he shared with me that he had some homework he had to get done because he's still a student at the university. But in talking to him the day before he flew in, and he got to meet Barack Obama. It's just an amazing guy. You've got to check out this piece. One of my favorite moments in the business to date.
All right, I'm out here with Clayton. We're here in New Madison, and I am like amazed. It was so cool. I saw him on television during the Olympics in Rio, and anyway, bronze medal. You're back in town. What's it like? You told me when we were talking that you've been like nonstop.
Yeah, I've been since Rio. I've been nonstop competing. I just got done competing about 2 weeks ago, and then visited the White House a couple days ago. And so,
got to meet the man,
President Obama, and First Lady Michelle, and Vice President Joe Biden. So it was awesome to have that experience. And I go from one end of the spectrum to the most public place in America, the White House, to one of the smallest towns in America, Madison, but home. And it, like you said, riding through town, it gave us chills.
Oh my goodness.
It was awesome, and to be able to say thank you to every person I was able to see, and now to be able to do a ceremony here in front of the crowd, and then to be able to sign as many autographs as they want, and take as many pictures as they want. And it's just, I can't say thank you enough to the community and the support that was there, and to everybody who's been a part of this. It's made it really special.
Clayton, I got to tell you, as I was riding through the parade, I got choked up. I'm looking through the eyes of the people in the town, and there were people with tears in their eyes when they saw him, and it was like, you just can't help but to get choked up. And They're so proud of what you were able to accomplish and to make the national stage like that in a small town right here in New Madison, Ohio. It's just so cool, so cool. So, you told me when we were together about the handshake with Barack. Do you mind sharing how that went down?
Yeah, so Barack went in for the little
He was like,
and then I went for the more professional. Thank you, sir, for having us type deal.
And why did you do
I wanted
that?
to keep the face to face, knowing I only had about 5 seconds with him.
Right.
I wanted to stay the face to face as long as possible.
You're always thinking, aren't you?
So I stay on your toes. You never know the next time you're going to meet the president of the United States.
Well, thank you so much,
Thank
man.
you.
This is awesome.
Thank
So
you.
glad that you let us be a part of this.
Thank you
Okay.
very much. Thank you.
And when you need a car, you know, SVG, right?
For sure. Thanks.
Thanks
Thank
a lot.
you. Thanks.
Take care.
So back here is where, it's a little bit dark, but back here is where all of our accounting and everything's gonna be. So we're gonna,
Okay.
right in here, this is where every deal, whether it's a deal from Greenville, a deal from Eaton, or a deal from one of the Motors locations, this is gonna be our,
Gonna book everything through here?
yes sir, everything in here. All human relations, all the customer employee benefits, all billing, everything goes on in here. And then back here is our controller's office. She's, well, you know what the controller does.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Just make a nice size for them.
Yeah, so we're hoping in here we're gonna have about 5 people that are working in this area right here. We'll have all the deals, everything, all the funding, everything goes through here. So try to have a centralized location to use some of the synergies of all the stores and bring all that here. So excited about that. Tell him what you do.
Quality work, right?
I try, yeah.
Look at the bathrooms in here. I mean, these look like, when we got it, they look like a little dungeon. And they went with the white marble. And hey, Ron, go on in there. It might be one of the only times you can go in the girls' bathroom.
Let me ask you this, non-business related. I got a different home a while back, and in my shower, can I put screws into that? Do they make a drill bit for that?
Make a hole saw. You can.
See, all I got,
Use a drill
towel
bit.
holders are all stick on. They fall off.
You could use a drill bit, but
How else would you fasten them on there?
might get a couple splinters in the tile.
Okay,
You gotta be careful.
back to my tour.
Hey, can I make a suggestion?
Yes, sir.
Hire somebody who knows what they're doing.
Exactly.
That's what I did.
Nobody will come without food, that's for sure. So, what kind of food? We could get a caterer, or we could get
We could have a series of food trucks.
food trucks. There's some
Good stuff. Food
Parade of
trucks.
food trucks.
Well, when I think of food trucks, one name comes to mind. You know
Zombie
what?
dogs.
Zombie dogs. You know
Yeah.
what? I had one once at Oktoberfest. It was crazy good.
They're
That's all I've heard about was zombie dogs.
Right. Who doesn't like a hot dog?
And they're not regular hot dogs. They're like
Gourmet hot
weird,
dogs.
weird ingredients and
Food.
stuff.
Okay, so zombie dogs. Now, I don't know. Is 30 days enough notice?
Well, maybe some special guests that might, or music. We need music.
Back to what you said. You said 2 things. Music. I love music. So we want music. And you also said special guests.
Special guests.
Great idea. So it's by special guests. So if the event is, tailored around the game, do any of us know anybody who maybe played for Ohio State?
Well, the 2 that come from is from Centerville, Mike Nugent and AJ Hawk, but they might be, they're still active
They're
in
a
the
little busy
NFL.
on
Yeah,
Sunday.
they're going to be a little bit busy, but those are the 2 that come to mind. But there might be some alumni that are not current or active NFL players.
You know what? We sold a car to a guy. Did you know that we sold a car to a guy named James Cotton? He played football and he actually went to the NFL. This guy did. So I'll reach out to James Cotton.
Okay.
Because I think he's a super nice guy. Now he may already have plans. I like that. Now music. Let's talk about music for a minute.
Well, local bands or something that's got a good following would be good.
I'm with you. I think a local. Do you know anybody? Who do you think of when you think of local talent?
There's a lot of great bands. That's the great thing about Dayton is we have a lot of great music here. The 80s band Stranger, and we have, what, Spongeworthy, the Menus.
Okay, music. So we're talking about Stranger. I got a friend who's in that. I got a friend who I think he's a lead singer in that.
The radio host, right?
Yeah, the radio host for
Jeff
Stevens, iHeartRadio. He's a great guy. And
Didn't a guy work for you that was in a band a few years back?
Oh! Floyd
what?
Weatherspoon.
Okay.
And you know what? In fact, he was on national television. You know what? They're awesome. These guys are fantastic. I'd
What's
say
their
they're in their mid-50s, maybe early 60s. What is the name of their group? Touch. And they do, they are like a Motown, and they're fun. I saw them at Jilly's one time, and there's like 5 or 6 of them, and they dress up, and it's a good time. That would be a great one. The Menus, Touch, and I can reach out to him. I know how to get a hold of Spoon. He's a friend of mine.
Spoon.
Yeah, Spoon. We call him Spoon.
Now, what about some guests that are not music or football? Just some like local celebrities.
Well, we all now know that Dayton was the funk music capital back in the 1970s after we met with that guy. I think his name's David Webb from the Funk Museum.
David Webb from the Funk Museum. He's over here at the library. That's right. That's another one. David Webb. Troutman and Zapp. Do you remember that song, Computer Love? Computer Love. Oh, man, that was good stuff. Do you know which one I'm talking about? Is that 80s song? Oh, yeah. And it sounds like he's got a computer voice.
Oh, the synthesizer.
The synthesizer. And the thing is now, oh, man. So, yeah. Zapp, I don't even know how to spell it. Zapp, that looks like the cleaning stuff. Zapp, Troutman. Okay, I think we're getting somewhere here. We got music, special guests, football players.
But why stop there? Why not the most known actor around here?
Who?
From Yellow Springs.
Oh yeah, Dave Chappelle. I don't think he's an actor though. I think he's a comedian.
He's
Dave
retired.
Chappelle?
The comedian.
The comedian, yeah.
Dave Chappelle's not going to come to the SVG grand opening?
hey, everybody says he's a super humble guy, super cool.
But that's a big name. I mean, that's a huge name.
You know what? I mean, you're so
for
known.
that, let's just call Barack Obama, see if he'll come. Great idea, I just don't see it happening.
I don't think well, throw him on there.
It's a long shot, but what the heck? We can go for it.
Here's even a longer shot than that.
Who?
If he's in town. Martin Sheen is from Dayton. Did you know
Martin
that?
Sheen?
Hey.
Is that the guy from 2.5 Men?
No,
that's Charlie Sheen. That's
and
his
he's
son.
from Dayton as
Martin
well.
Sheen's known for West Wing.
Rob Lowe.
Rob Lowe.
Martin Sheen.
Rob Lowe's got his
Emilio
family
Estevez.
still here. Yeah.
Okay, okay, right here we need to write, this is going to be LS, meaning what?
Long shot.
Long shot, okay. Dave Chappelle, Martin Sheen, who else did you say?
Rob Lowe.
Rob Lowe.
Hey, you never know. They might be in the market for a new vehicle.
Well, it is Thanksgiving. They may be in town visiting family.
Exactly.
You never know. Did you know somebody from Walking
Yeah.
Dead?
Vincent Ward.
Vincent Ward.
I'll give him a call.
You got Rob Lowe's number?
Yeah, I'm his wingman. I go out to clubs with him every weekend he's in town. I'll get that for you.
I know. How are we going to get a hold of these people?
Hey.
Again, long shot. But I like where our heads are. Okay. Anyway, we're making our way back around here. This is the hallway back for more of the employee stuff. So all that's were kind of customer touch points. And then back through here, this is my office. And this is going to be one of the last things we finish up, but they've got it done up in here. I'm excited. I like
So
this.
if I can't find you, you're napping?
Well, these couches are probably not going to stay in here.
Oh, okay.
These are for the waiting area, but we have them in here where they're not going to get dirty.
Okay.
Okay. But anyway, yeah, this is
It's a nice sized office. Steve.
not bad. Not bad.
Nice sized office.
Yep.
Oh, got your own little facility in here?
Got a little, yep. Little restroom in there. Back here. Oh, wow. This is the conference room.
Wow.
I'm late for a meeting. I'll be right back. I'm showing him around.
Have fun.
All right.
Good to see you.
We're on tour.
Okay. The last
I
place.
found that.
The bathroom. Yeah, there's
Yep.
the bathroom. And here's the last place. So, back here,
you know we do a lot of TV and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, 1 or 2 a week, I see that.
Yeah, so in here, this is our media room.
Yeah, that's one of them green screens.
So Steve Clark, Steve, hand me that camera. So here's a chance for, you know, Steve, this is your spot. What are you doing here?
This is where I make all the funny commercials. Steve and I sit back here and, you know, put our thinking caps on, try to figure out what's going to be funny and everything, and then I just edit it all and put it on TV.
And he goes in
for
here,
everybody to entertain. Yeah.
He's got these 2 big cameras,
Well,
and I'm telling you, he's got a high-powered. That thing right there can run the space station. You know what? I never get the opportunity to steal the camera from Mr. Clark, because he is a behind-the-scenes kind of guy, and he does not like to take credit for what he does. But I tell you what.
So, if I come in here and it's really snowy day, you can put me on a beach in Florida. Perfect. Now I know what I can
take off your jacket.
Now I know what I can use it for. Now I know what we can use that for. Send me on vacation.
Yeah, if there's snow in your hair, then it won't work. So we'll make sure.
Okay.
But yeah, we can put you anywhere you want.
Awesome.
At what point did you know you were gonna, or did you think you had a shot?
Probably about 40 meters. I think I knew I was gonna medal. And then, like 40 meters, and then that's when I probably knew I was gonna medal. Honestly, at that point, I probably didn't know if I was gonna be silver or not.
You were coming, man. If there was any more race, you were coming. It looked like you could have won it.
I mean, at 400 meters to go in the race, I was like, at that point, I thought I could win.
Wow.
I mean, I felt good, but I kind of got boxed in a little bit, and that was kind of my little mistake there. But probably about 200, I was like, I can go here and try to make it, but I mean, when you're in the race setting, you're just going for everything, so it's hard to know. People ask like, when did you know? It's hard to know.
It just looked like that you were the only one that was sprinting there at the end. I mean, because you were just accelerating past everybody.
If you really break down 800 into 4 sections, so if you say the first 200, the middle 2 200s, and then the last 200, so it's 4 sections really to an 800. My last 2 200s were almost even. So everybody else kind of runs a fade, so they run slower as the race goes on, and it looks like I'm like really picking it up, like sprinting, when really all I'm doing is maintaining the same pace. But everyone else is dying, so it's, I mean, the easy way to say it's an optical illusion that I'm sprinting so much faster than what I was earlier in the race, when really all I'm doing is, mentally I'm saying pick it up, run faster, but really all I'm doing is maintaining the same pace because you're so tired.
I can't even imagine, yeah.
It's a lot of training, because, I mean, you run a lot of training runs where you're in that kind of situation. So you have to kind of do that, where you picture yourself in that situation. It's a lot of workouts where I'm tired, I gotta focus on like doing what I would do in the race, and think what I would think in the race, that way when the race comes, it's second nature, I guess.
Right. Did you think you'd get this much publicity from it?
No.
Has it been the same or more? It's been nonstop.
Yeah. The track is so much mental, because I mean, you're by yourself.
Right.
You know, a lot of it's telling your mind whether it hurts or not, because I mean, a lot of times you can overcome physical pain with mental strength. So.
Yep, that's life's all about, man. Digging in, man, and getting it done.
That's
Professional
why I
life.
think running's, it's so tough, one, because like I said, it's just so mental that you could be so talented, but if you don't have the mental edge, you're getting beat by the person with the mental edge and the talent.
Right.
And there's always somebody looking to take your spot.
That's the truth.
There's always someone looking to take your spot, no matter what. Is it the bug?
Yep.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, Steve.
I know you got to head back to Greenville, but I tell you what, we're thinking that out here, we ought to be able to, how many cars do you think we can fit on this lot?
I'm thinking we can put a couple, 200-300.
200 or 300 cars.
Without any problem.
Well, I'll tell you what, we are, you know, we want to walk before we run, but I like the idea. I love this location. I'm telling you, we've went down here. I stopped by the friendly people next door over at Speedway. We've got the Horizon Science Academy for schools right next door.
We got an arch right over there.
The McDonald's arches are over there. But I tell you what, this is a great neighborhood. We met with the fire and the police departments here in town, and I mean this is a great area.
very excited. We see a lot of upside in this area, and we're going to start out with probably 150 and maybe push it to close to 200 and see what happens. But we're having the grand opening. You've got to be there, okay? Carve out the time. It's going to be the Saturday after Thanksgiving.
Here,
Okay?
Saturday after Thanksgiving. I will go into Greenville and talk to you later.
Well, it's good to see
Have
you.
a good day.
All right, buddy. All right, so we talked about food. We talked about the big game. We've talked about these events. Let's back up a little bit. Okay, so now most of this is obviously centered around, this is the grand finale right here. Okay, so this is the one that we really, really want to make happen. But how do we promote all three of these via television and that sort of thing?
And of course the music, the food, the entertainment. It'll be the type of event that no one would want to miss because it'll be like a huge party.
I'll put this on the show if anybody that we mentioned is watching the show. They can maybe get a hold of us.
If they're one of the few
You
that
know,
gets up at
if
7
Rob
in the morning and watches
if Rob Lowe is
Rob Lowe happens to be in the area.
and he's thinking, "Man, I need a new Silverado." Hey, that's the SVG guy.
That's true.
You know, you never know.
Well, hey, I think we got a lot of stuff here. We can move forward. So we probably need to see how we're going to step out and do these things. So let's take these notes and let's get back and do this again. You know, in a couple of days. So you can reach out. You're going to start the press releases.
Yeah, start the press releases and the content for Facebook. We'll do a myriad of PR tasks.
We got a lot of work to do. I mean, today's
a month
what?
away.
Yeah, we're about 30
month
days
away today. Yeah.
This is exciting.
It is. It'll be like we were talking about. It's going to be a party. It's just not going to be a typical grand opening. It's going to be a must-see event.
Right. Sounds good.
Sounds good. Nice
All
work.
right.
All right.
Let's get to it.
Yep. All right, so as you see, we're preparing the grand openings for all the stores. Number one, we have the Chevy store, which we bought a year ago, and we're finally doing the grand opening. With everything going on, we just weren't ready, but now we are. So November 12th, we're going to have a grand opening out there. We're going to have live radio, 99.1, and some of those folks are going to be there. And then the following week in Eaton at our Chrysler Jeep Dodge store, we're going to have November 19th, we're going to have a grand opening there. We're also going to have a radio live remote from 99.1. And then wrapping up the whole thing is the fourth weekend of November, November 26th, which happens to be the day of the big game. That's right, Ohio State, Michigan. So you know what? We thought, ooh, may not want to do it that day. But guess what? Rather than fight the big game, we're going to embrace the game. We're going to be televising the game at our grand opening. In fact, we've reached out to some of our customers who actually played for Ohio State on the national championship game. So some of those guys are going to be at the event. So excited. And also, Walking Dead. Is there a bigger show than Walking Dead? How appropriate. And we've got a local celebrity who was featured in Walking Dead. He'll be there. So excited. We're going to have some great music, food, some neat people. And listen, we're reaching out to our fans and those of you that appreciate SVG Motors. Come out here to Shoot Mill. We're here working every day preparing for this big event. We could use the help. If you know of some celebrities or some people who can come out or in any way give us a hand, we will embrace any help we can get. So, thanks again for watching another episode of SVG Motors Weekly, and I hope to see you at our grand openings.